Influence to me as a leader of a brand who has seen such great success over the long term, but specifically in 2024, is the ability to understand consumer and customer expectation and tell the right stories and put the right messages in front of consumers to be able to change their minds and drive their opinions, ideally to the extent that they want to purchase your products and services and stay with you as a customer. And that, to me, is what influence truly is. 2024 was a very dynamic year for the telecommunications industry in Canada. We saw a significant change in our pricing structure. We knew that as an industry that we needed to meet the demands of affordability for Canadians, and that had an impact on our business. I think the political dynamic that we're facing in Canada and that we're experiencing from an influence south of the border is impacting what consumers are expecting from brands, what they're expecting from the companies that they do business with. And Canadians need brands to be on their side as together we face this affordability crisis. So it was a challenging year for the industry, but Telus really was able to lean into the best of our brand values and cut through and be there for consumers when consumers needed us most. I think if anything, it's been amplified, and marketing as the vehicle to be able to make an authentic connection with customers, your customers, as well as consumers that aren't yet your customers. So the role of marketing is really that door between what the organization offers and what Canadians need. And I think it's ever more important in a time of economic and political uncertainty for brands to be there and meet customers where they are. AI really became a tool that we knew we needed to use. Not all marketers know how to use it, but I think it became ever important because consumer expectations accelerate so quickly. Their expectation for hyper-personalization, their expectation for brands to meet them where they are with what they need when they need it. And AI has really been the tool, I think, that marketers were able to put into their toolkit to be able to enable those outcomes. We leveraged AI in a multitude of ways. We did a ton of testing and learning. Where can we leverage AI to be able to create brand assets? We did some trial and we actually did some failure and sidestepped it until the technology caught up to what we believed we need. We also leveraged AI to help us get from brief to concept faster. We leveraged AI to create proof of concepts faster, using AI for things like voiceover before you get to final product. I really believe that at Telus, from a marketing team across our organization, we leaned heavily into what AI could do to drive to ideation faster and to extract some of the inefficiencies from our work processes so we could do more, better marketing. Some of the things that Telus did to accelerate our tremendous performance from an influence perspective, again, was really about meeting customers where they were. We started our year off by marketing core product superiority, why our product experience is better than what else is on the market. And I think we had a campaign that ran particularly in Western Canada about our internet superiority that really helped highlight the difference between our pure fiber experience relative to what else is available on the market. And I think that really set the tone. And as the year unfolded from a campaign perspective, I think we were able to reinforce those elements of superiority to really help customers understand why it mattered to them. I think that's really important. We weren't telling, we were showing, and showing is really important in driving that connection and building the authenticity. We, in 2024, really went for an always-on layer of what we call brand love. Last year didn't feel friendly for a lot of Canadians. Economic uncertainty, affordability crisis. Our role as a friendly brand in helping make the future friendly was really important. So we ran a series of campaigns that were focused on just engaging customers and Canadians with the fun and engaging and friendly component of our brand. We activated that through social media. We activated that through customer engagement in our stores. And interestingly, what we did is sort of a lead into what I would say is the third wave of campaign activity in the year. We really connected some of those brand love components with some of our charitable activity in the community. So connecting our brand love to stimulating awareness and donations for the Telus Friendly Future Foundation. And really what that allowed us to do is make that magical connection between product and purpose, really showcasing who Telus is as an organization, what our social purpose values and drivers are, to connect why you want to get the most superior product. And then at the end of 2024, we really wanted to bring home that connection between product and purpose. So we did some strategic campaign sequencing, leveraging again some of our core brand elements to accelerate an iPhone device that was launching, but we strategically partnered a media investment in the Telus Student Bursary, which is Canada's largest student bursary that's helping deserving youth gain access to post-secondary education. What's really fascinating about that story that differentiates us yet again is that we are investing in youth that are making a positive difference in the communities where they live. I believe that advertising is one of the key levers that we have to be able to reinforce at mass reach who we are and what we stand for and why it matters to a consumer. And I do believe that advertising is at the core of our ability to connect with and influence consumers. Influencers has become an ever more important part of the marketing mix in terms of how we engage with audiences. We leverage influencers to help us explain challenging technical solutions that advertising might not be able to convey easily. So if you think about why pure fiber is a superior product to cable internet, having an influencer step in and be able to showcase that in longer form content is a really, really effective tool. We also partner with influencers to help convey our social purpose, our philanthropy, and our community commitment. Because again, you're able to tell some of those more nuanced stories in a way that can actually authentically connect with the audience. In Canada, we saw a real shift for a number of years away from some of the more traditional mass reach vehicles like TV, really in service of digital. I think as an industry in Canada, we're starting to see a slight recalibration. And I think what's interesting is that when we talk about TV as a medium today, TV doesn't have to mean linear. Now it means connected TV, it means access through long-form content, subscription-based services. So TV means something different today and ever more so in 2024, and I think the trajectory will continue in 25 and beyond. And I think it has re-centralized itself as an incredibly important part of the marketing mix. The first one I really believe is trust. In our category, I think trust is critical. People live their lives through connectivity, whether that be wireless connectivity or internet infrastructure. And if you don't trust that connection to be able to keep you connected to your video conference or your interview or whatever your need might be, trust is key in our category. The second one for Telus, I would say, is corporate citizenship. We are so committed and connected to our social purpose. Our social purpose guides our investments, it guides our philanthropy. And so I truly believe that our ability to showcase our corporate citizenship and connect meaningfully in our communities where we live, work, and serve is a huge driver of influence. And the third one that I would say, and I acknowledge you asked me for 2 drivers of influence for Telus, would be empathy. Because at Telus, our ethos is to put customers first. We put the customers at the heart of everything that we do when we're investing in digital solutions, when we're investing in superior products and services. And I don't believe that you can do that without empathy and authenticity around that empathy. Build trust and build relationships internally in your organization first. Because when you have a strong network of stakeholders who trust your perspective, who are willing to allow you to test and learn in order to deliver results, that's how you are going to be able to lead the path for your organization and being able to stay ahead of consumer expectation and drive those connections that allow the brand to influence. If you don't have yourself surrounded as a young marketer in an organization by that network, it will be much harder to accomplish those objectives.